I'm Caridwen, and I love cities. I love the unexpectedness and the variety and the mishmash of people you get in a city. I love the way you can travel the world just by talking to your neighbour. Except we often don't talk to our neighbours. Invisible Food has been a project in reaching out and building community through food.
Street Food, Urban Foraging and Wild Food is a recipe book which matches seasonal wild food and world food. We go from January to December with recipes for a 3-course meal from a different community each month. For example, in January there are recipes from Southeast Asia, rice wraps with wild herbs, chickweed salad with spicy dressing. In March, from East Asia, sautéed burdock root, wild herb Chinese dumplings, and dorayaki pancakes with Japanese knotweed. Then in April, recipes from the British Isles, wild herb Glamorgan sausages, and nettle haggis.
I'm crowdfunding to raise £2,500 to publish the book. £1,500 is for print costs and £1,000 is for the designers and writers' fee.
This is what you get if you invest money in this project. For £10 you get a mention in the book and an invite to the launch. For £25 you get a copy of the book. For £55 you get a conversation with me and a copy of the book. For £75 you get a place on a wild food forage and a copy of the book. And for £150 you get a wild food forage and dinner and a copy of the book.
To reach the target, all I need is 100 of you to contribute £25 as advance payment for your copy of the book.
So how did this book come about? In 2008 I began going walking with people in parks and green spaces, finding plants that are edible and safe to pick. We cooked together, shared food and talked. You may be asking, why wild food? Why wild food? What's the connection? Well, for me it was an opportunity for play and innovation. But there's also something about a connection with wild plants that brings a kind of rootedness and sense of belonging, so that no matter where you were born or where you came from, you know the green spaces in the city, you're familiar with some of the wild plants, and you know their potential as food sources. Experimenting with world food and wild food seemed to be the most inclusive way of beginning a conversation about community, belonging and well-being.
So what do I hope for the future after the book is published? I hope the book helps you connect to nature and connect to your community. And I hope that you do what your parents always told you not to do: start playing with your food.